So you want to buy a suppressor, and holy shit is it confusing. This video has the advice in it that I would have given myself 1 year ago. Let's check it out. How much does it cost and how long is it going to take? How to select the right first suppressor, what weapon system is the most fun and most advantageous to have a suppressor on, the benefits of buying from a local gun range versus something online, and a few other things I picked up along the way. So if you're like me, you may be looking for the one suppressor to do it all. There's not really one that does it. There's a lot to get close, but not really. Question for the first suppressor, is it going to be rifle, handgun, or both? Which one's the most fun between a rifle and a pistol? I would definitely say a rifle. I think you're gonna get a lot more practical use out of it, and I think it's way more fun, especially outdoor. The pistols are cool, don't get me wrong. Pistols are awesome. It gets into problems with holsters and things like that. And for those of you who are not me, that maybe only have a pistol and you wanna get a suppressor, get it done. Put it on your pistol and it is gonna be fun, and it'll be a great little nightstand gun, for example. And don't worry about the future, because all you have is now. It's fucking deep, yo. One of the main dividers for attaching your suppressor is either gonna direct mount with no spring or mount with a spring. So if it's going to go on a rifle, it's just gonna be a direct mount of some sort, whether it's a quick release or direct screw on. And if it's gonna go on a pistol, you're gonna need to have a spring of some sort in there. So advice I would have given myself would be, think of the primary reason you want your suppressor. Think of the firearm that is most likely going to live on. Make that the primary choosing factor. And then the optional factors, meaning, well, I could use it on this gun, or it'd be nice to have it on that, but maybe I'll get this gun in the future, or it'd be kind of cool to do that. Don't give those guns or those potential future options as much voting rights, right? The big difference, regardless of caliber, is subsonic versus supersonic, right? 1,125 feet per second, I believe is correct, at sea level, where I'm at in Florida. Anything below that is going to be subsonic, and that's going to be the most quiet round that you can shoot in any given caliber. Anything supersonic or above that is going to have that crack, depending how fast it's going. How much does it cost and how long is it gonna take? Go ahead and plan on $1,000, give or take 200 bucks. My suppressor was just over $700, $200 for the tax stamp, and I needed $150 of parts just to get it hooked up to my CZ Scorpion. And it gets me a little over 1,000 bucks. Let's call it $1,200. And then after that, I was good to go. But if I wanted to run it on my pistol, I need threaded barrels. So I bought a couple of threaded barrels, probably equaling about $300 total. So now I have a CZ Scorpion and 2 pistols that I can run the same suppressor on. Now, when I go to the 300 blackout, it's not gonna be the same thread, so I'll need to get another one of these pieces, which would probably be, 75 bucks or something. $1,000 to $1,200 to get started off the ground, an additional few $100s over time, adding some barrels with threads on it. And then if I add other weapons to it, I might need to buy some different parts and pieces. Again, not to overwhelm you, just get started with the first system. Buy your suppressor, find your main weapon, get the pieces you need to connect it, and start shooting. And how long it's gonna take? The average is 9 months. So what I do in my head, I plan on getting it in 12 months. And if it comes sooner than that, then it's a delightful surprise. If it takes longer than that, then, oh well, fuck me, right? My main first testing suppressor was, like I said, the Osprey9. It works across multiple weapons, and it will handle 9mm and 300 blackout. And that's great. It's lightweight, and it's ridiculous quiet. I mean, it's bizarre quiet, even compared to other suppressors. And even that first round pop is pretty quiet compared to other suppressors. So super cool, funky design, good company, and that works great for my first suppressor. The Osprey9 is not rated for supersonic. So my Osprey9, my first suppressor, will work on this gun, chambered in 300 blackout. It also works on this gun, chambered in 9mm with an 8-inch barrel. It also will work on this gun, the M&P 9mm. That's got a tri barrel in it. It will also work on my SIG P365XL. And be sure and check out the channel if it's not up already. I've got a threaded barrel review for a couple of these firearms and a bunch of other reviews. So anyway, this is my pile of guns that my first suppressor will work on. Later on down the road, I'm sure I'll make another video on the second suppressor when it happens and which one I went with. Something I did that worked out well for me and may work for you is buying from a local business. The kicker of buying this suppressor like I did from Shoot Center in Cape Coral, Florida, they have an indoor shooting range, and once you purchase the suppressor, it's yours. So I can purchase the suppressor, send out the paperwork through them, and then go in and shoot it at their range while I'm waiting for the tax stamp or the paperwork to come back approved. They helped me with the paperwork. Something so uncertain and so kind of confusing moving forward in the first time, having somebody with experience. If there are any problems with any way I connect it to any of my weapon systems or the suppressor itself, I'm gonna find that out early on and resolve those issues before the paperwork or the tax stamp comes back. I actually had that problem with this SilencerCo Osprey9. And so when I had a problem with a suppressor, we talked about it, made sure I wasn't making it up in my head and that it wasn't normal. So this guy is loose, is that normal? And they sent it back out to SilencerCo for me. It's kind of perfect, right? Buying a suppressor, what's my experience, had a problem with it, how did the company handle it? So yeah, I'll save that for the full review on the Osprey9 from SilencerCo. So I get it, not everybody has access to buy a suppressor from a place that has a shooting range and that will let you do that, shoot it while you wait for the paperwork to come back. But if it's within a half-day drive or a day drive, think about it. Pretty like 99% sure on the additional suppressor I'm gonna get. It's gonna be built like a tank. I wanna be able to throw it off the second story building and have it hit the ground and be good to go. Durable enough to do Supersonic 300 blackout, which will also work for 5.56, 223. So yeah, I mean, I have absolute clarity on that, and I will probably still go through my local gun shop so I can shoot it while I wait for the paperwork to come back. It's okay to purchase your first suppressor without knowing exactly how it's all gonna play out, just one step at a time. Just don't make getting the best deal on your suppressor the most important thing. Yes, of course, budget matters, but make sure and take into account the value, the other benefits that come around with possibly spending a little bit more in order to support your local business, as well as having a real-time constant support, especially for your first suppressor. And for the love of God, find an awesome place to shoot your weapons, inside and outside as much as possible. If you can find an outdoor range, or if you know somebody that has land, or if you have land yourself, create an opportunity for you to get out and shoot and use your holsters and use your slings. Do things outside that is trickier to do on most indoor ranges. Keep learning and growing by shooting around other shooters, and find your tribe. Find a good group of guys and gals that you love hanging out with that are up to the same thing. Hopefully not being dicks and improving yeah, find your tribe of really awesome people and learn and grow and just have fun. If you're in the Florida area, definitely check out tradecraftrange.com. Those guys, Anthony and Ryan over there, will take good care of you. And if you ever fly to Florida or you live near in the Florida area, get a hold of me. I'll take you out there on the range myself. Well, again, as long as you're not a dick, which I'm sure you're not. There's no dickheads that watch these videos. I'm positive, right? My name is Mike, you're at the Gun Channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Talk to you soon. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, did I cut my thumb? Am I okay? Yes, but I'm 46 years old and I still don't know how to use a knife. This is my 300 blackout build that I'm working on during the COVID, and enjoying it. Is it not cool to do only tools name their weapons? It might be a tool. 300 blackout. I'll bet there's 1,000 of these guns named Leonidas, right? I'm not a master expert on purchasing or building or using suppressors. However, I do watch YouTube, so I pretty much know everything. Wait, what? How come supplies are gonna be scarce? What's gonna happen next year? Whatever, probably won't be that big of a deal. People overreact to shit. I need to buy some shot glasses.